everyone, this is Sci Soldier here. Welcome back to our Let's Play Galactic Civilizations 3, the beta. In the last video, we recently just found out that we are neighbors with the Dringan Empire, which I don't really think is somebody that we really want to be neighbors with. They are probably the more hostile of the races in Galactic Civilizations. And I think we're going to take the advantage of our pretty good research levels that I think we have and start pumping some into weapon systems and improving our ships here, because we may very well find ourselves at war before too long. We're going to do everything we can to avoid that. Looks like we just found a debris field worth 19 credits. And I think very soon we are about to colonize Gandalf here. Let's go ahead and advance our turn. Indeed, we are colonizing Gandalf. Lost and found. Looks like we just gained another 238 credits. And disease. A strange fungus on this planet has begun infecting the colonists. This is the same one we've already seen. I believe we're going to stick with the benevolent approach. We are certainly not going to coal anyone. Keep treating the symptoms and studying the disease. Even if we find a cure, we won't become monsters ourselves. Alright, so we're going to lose some population growth and gain 10% research. Alright, up here we have geothermal springs. Those will give +2 to manufacturing. Over here we have rare stones that give +3 to wealth. There's wild grains. That's going to be good for farming. Let's go ahead and plop down a basic factory right there. And I guess we'll throw down a research laboratory here. A xeno farm right there. And we'll do another basic factory right there. It's a good enough start. Okay. Earth is about to complete another basic factory. And we're about to have a new constructor as well. That's our colony ship that's heading down here to this Class 8 planet. We have a new gunboat running around there exploring. Okay, so that's our construction ship. He's going to go down here and build a starbase so we can start taking advantage of this Ascension Crystal and the manufacturing relic. And we're about to plop out another constructor ship right there as well. Let's go ahead and build another one even. We are popping these things out every 2 turns right now, which is not bad at all. Alright, we're going to go ahead and grab him and start sending him down there as well. And we need to select our new research options. We've just completed weapon systems. The best defense is a good offense. Interestingly, so is the best offense. With that in mind, we've developed a number of weapon systems which should prove very well suited to space-based defense. And, as discussed, offense. Okay. I think we're going to continue on with the warfare here for at least a little bit. Let's go ahead and plop down defense systems and speed up our turns here. We're going to have basic offense and defense at least available for our ships. And I think I'm going to go for Well, looks like we have a starbase ready to upgrade. Debris field, plus 39 credits. Alright, that's got to be the Titan 6 starbase. Indeed it is. So we already have the Xenoarchaeology lab. Let's go ahead and throw down a mining ring, I do believe. See, the economic ring, that boosts production of nearby worlds. The military ring. Okay, you know, I think the construction points is actually how many construction ships are required to actually build that particular module. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do the mining ring. And we will click done there. Looks like we've just finished our defense systems. Naval crews are notoriously squishy and otherwise difficult to protect in a ship that operates in hard vacuum. But we've got to do something or they're going to stop getting in the ships. Okay. I suppose if we can't protect the ships, they might not want to get in them. Do we want to do interstellar travel? Oh, wait a second. Military manufacturing. Now that would help us to produce our ships a bit faster. Interstellar travel. Let's go ahead and do that one. That should help out a bit more. And how are we looking on income? Not too bad. I think I'm considering building a starbase maybe like right about here where my cursor is at, and building some modules that will help the production here on Earth. I think that's what we're going to do. I do already have that thing going down here, do I not? Okay, I already have two heading down there. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that one. And I think probably right there is going to be what we want. Let's go ahead and take another construction ship. Let's end our turn. Our first Durantium mine. Your miners return with the first load of Durantium ore, rock debris laced with the telltale silvery gold flicker. More dense and resilient than anything your people have seen before. Its discovery will surely lead to new breakthroughs in material science. Excellent. Alright. I may need to move him up to there potentially to be able to provide a boost to both our shipyard, Earth, and Gertner there whenever that thing is finished. Anyways, let's go ahead and... Oh, looks like we've encountered a new race here too. Let's go ahead and colonize that planet. It is always nice to meet a friendly face. We look forward to doing business with you. And you with us. Smart plants. There is substantial evidence that most of the life on this planet is communicating with each other via pheromones, and that it may, in fact, be sentient. Unfortunately for us, the most intelligent of the plants seems to prefer the most fertile ground, which we had earmarked for farming. What are your orders? Even if there is a hint of sentient intelligence, we won't butcher it for the sake of ourselves. We'll work around the plants and begin trying to communicate with them. That would give us minus 20% food production, but it would give us plus 20% research. Or we could say the needs of our colonists have to come first. The plant certainly won't look after them. Still, try to limit the damage and establish reserves where the plants can live undisturbed by us. And finally, the last option. If the soil is good for the plants, it's good for us. Rip them out by the roots and burn them if needed. Let's see if they're smart enough to stop that. Now we're going to take the benevolent approach as we usually do here. Let's go ahead and throw down a basic factory. I think we're going to do a xeno farm and perhaps a research laboratory there. That'll be good. It's a decent start anyways. Alright, where are these guys at? I've encountered the new race, but I'm not seeing them anywhere. Oh, that might be them right there. Well, if that's the case, the Dringen might be, like, really sucking. We might be far more powerful than the Dringen, actually. I don't know, maybe that's just one of their fringe worlds and they have a lot more planets down here. I don't know. Hard to say. Let's go ahead and take a look at diplomacy here. The Dringen are already annoyed at us. You are outside of our traveling range, so that gives us a bonus there for diplomacy. You have a weaker military than we do, so we lose reputation with them for that. We have good skill in diplomacy, so we gain something for that. We have opposing ideologies, so we have a double negative for that. And we have a ship in their zone of control without an open borders agreement. Oh, you know what? That would be kind of bad. Well, it looks like the only thing we can do is go to war or open a trade agreement. I don't know if they'll want to do that. Let's see here. Xenoeconomics, enhanced training. Wow. That actually is slightly frightening. It looks to me as if they may be doing quite better on research than we are. Well, at least they have some engineering techs that we don't have. Xenoeconomics. Yeah, most of the stuff that they have is actually more military and engineering. Some cultural, like perhaps the xenoeconomics. Alright. Anyways, that's all. That will do it for now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ideology here. Radiant. Our worlds are so prosperous and advanced that each and every one of them is idolized by the rest of the galaxy. All worlds have their influence increased by 50%. Let's go ahead and go for that one. We are going to push our influence as much as possible. Yeah, I think looking at that, I can tell that we are doing a little better on influence than someone like the Dringen are. Let's go ahead and advance our turn here. We should have interstellar travel very shortly. And our shipyard is idle now. Okay. If we move right there... shoot. If I move up, Well, that's going to put it outside of the range of our shipyard. I'm not entirely sure that it actually has to be in the shipyard, though, to provide the bonus. I think as long as it's within the range of the planets, we are actually good. So, whenever we actually colonize Gertner there, it should help us out to have the starbase there. Let's go ahead and take this constructor and send it up there as well. And we'll go ahead and build another constructor while we're still doing our research to improve our ships anyways. Go ahead and advance our turn, and we'll have interstellar travel next turn. Looks like we just found some credits in a debris field. Alright, we need to assign some new research. We just gained interstellar travel. Even at the incredible speeds we can travel at now, if we want to journey anywhere beyond the closest stars, we'll need to make significant improvements to our navigational and life support systems. More refined hyperdrives wouldn't hurt either. So that leads to some upgraded ship designs, as well as interstellar specialization, which that would give us +1 moves for our ships, which would increase all their speed. Looks like that would increase the speed of our constructor and colony ships, maybe? And that would increase the range of all our ships. Let's go ahead and do the hyperdrive specialization. That's going to take 3 turns. We'll improve the speed of our ships anyways. Alright, so we gained 93 credits there. And let's go ahead and move him on down there. And we will upgrade this starbase. Before I do that, I want to take a look here. We have 58.7 total manufacturing. 58.7. Let's go ahead and build, I think the economic ring is what we want. Indeed, I do believe it is. And with that, we can build factories that will increase the manufacturing of our worlds. Alright. Oh, it's still saying 58.7. It might not actually upgrade that until perhaps the next turn. Let's go ahead and still, we're going to pop out another constructor, I think. And let's go ahead and send that one up here. And advance our turn. Looks like the AI is taking its sweet time. And we'll continue moving there to the space station. Okay, so it did actually increase that by, I guess, another 10%. So it went from like 58 to 63.8, which isn't terribly bad. It's definitely an improvement anyways. Alright. Let's go ahead and end this turn. We'll have a new Xeno factory built there as well. So it's 63.8, that should go up. 64.6. Let's see, what else can we build here now? I don't really care that much about sensor range scanners. Starbase defense system would be useful. But for now, we're going to concentrate on something like the Starbase Factory. I guess next we'll do zero-G scaling. So we'll go ahead and send him on up there, and then he can build zero-G scaling. That should further increase the productivity at Earth there. Alright, hyperdrive specialization. After analyzing how our first generation of hyperdrives have and haven't worked, we've come up with a number of ways to improve our ship's speeds. Alright. Oh! Finally, we have the ability to build a survey module. Huh. So if we research that, we should be able to actually build some more survey ships. Let's go ahead and do this beam specialization, I think. And what else shall we do? Again, let's go ahead and do the constructor. Income is at 20 right now. Alright, 65.5. Okay, let's go ahead and manage that. And we will build zero-G scaling. So our starbase is starting to look pretty good here. It's giving us, what is that? I think about a 25% boost to productivity at Earth there. I may actually want to go ahead and build another one of those within range. So right now we've got 65.5, and I think after building that zero-G scaling, that's going to jump up another notch. Let's go ahead and end our turn. A well-needed boost. A powerful ship drifts clearly battle-damaged beyond repair. Its advanced drive systems, however, are remarkably well preserved. A few modifications to its more exotic components later, and your own drives are screaming along well beyond their factory specifications. +2 moves to all ships in your fleet. Okay. I think, yeah, we'll move him right there, maybe. And, start plopping down another, starbase. I want to see what the economic costs are for this thing right now. Maintenance is 2.5. So we are paying 2.5 for maintenance there. I'm not, to be perfectly honest, 100% sure that all of that is really worth it. If we were to buy that, that would cost 1,000 BC. I think it's far better to wait 3 turns than to, say, spend like 1,000 BC on that. Rather than continuing with what I was doing, I think we're going to go ahead and build more mining modules out here so we can harvest the Ascension Crystal and more of this Durantium. And our shipyard is idle again. Have gunboats Mark III. I think before we build some military ships, we're going to try to get a bit more research done anyways. Like we'll have beam specialization done here shortly. Although, it wouldn't hurt us to get some more exploration ships out here, because... yeah, we could definitely use some more exploration. Indeed, I do believe we can. Alright, let's go ahead and assign our research. After studying our current generation of beam technology, our research believe that they can reduce the cost of these weapons. More burn for our buck was the title of the report. Alright, so if we go ahead and hit this one right here, we can begin researching beam weapons. What does this stuff lead to? Shield systems, point defense, armor systems. Alright, let's go ahead and do beam weapons there. Looks like we have an idle colony. This is Titan 6 here. Let's go ahead and plop down a consulate. After that, I think we can go ahead and use a research laboratory. Earth is about to finish another mega factory. The fleet has no trade ships. I don't know where that was coming from. Alright. That would be wonderful if we could discover a few more planets to colonize here. I would actually love to have atmospheric cleansing as well. Alright, we have an idle ship. That'd be our constructor right there. Let's go ahead and move him that way. And advance our turn. Looks like we found another debris field for 43 credits. Yeah, Earth is pumping out these mega factories in like 2 turns. That is not terribly bad. So he's going to be completely finished with that this next turn. I think. Well, we already have a solar power plant, so I guess let's just go ahead and do another basic factory. And we'll end our turn. Found another debris field. We will have beam weapons on this next turn. And we're going to go ahead and move that constructor right there. Our shipyard is now idle again. Okay. I'm still one small amount away from having beam weapons researched, so let's go ahead and pump out a colony ship, maybe even 2. I guess for now we'll just do the 1. Could colonize that thing, but to be honest, it kind of sucks. Yeah. Alright. Have an idle colony again here. Rare stones. That gives +3 to wealth. What shall we do? Let's go ahead and I think throw down a missionary center. And then I think a consulate and a Xeno hospital. And advance our turn. Earth is actually able to build a basic factory in one single turn. That's pretty good. A Xeno factory in 2 turns. We need some new research. Whether light particles or both at the same time, there's an awful lot of destructive potential in suddenly spending a lot of it all at one place. Okay. Beam weapon augmentation. What do we want to do? I'd kind of like to be able to build some new survey ships. Precision manufacturing. Orbital replicators. Oh, you know what? Orbital replicators might actually be quite nice. Practical fusion. Interstellar collectors. Let's go for this research coordination, I think. Try to speed up our research a bit more. And end our turn. Got plus 25% to the range of all ships in the fleet. Alright, very soon. Hopefully he can actually reach both of those at one time here. Alright, we can definitely reach both of those, so we're going to go ahead and command him to construct a starbase. And he's going to fly on in here. And he will build a, what is it called? A xenoarchaeology module. As soon as we're able to, anyways. Alright, so we just built a colony ship. Let's go ahead and move him here. And we will go ahead and upgrade that with a xenoarchaeology lab. So that is going to allow us to study the precursor relic and the ascension crystal. Okay, so we have our new colony ship. Where do we want to send that? I guess probably here to that Class 6 planet. It looks like we haven't actually found anything else of use to us. Unfortunately, no, we haven't. Tell you what, we do need to pump something else out here. Alright, cutter. That's a beam weapon ship. Mark IV. I think we'll build a couple of those. Cutter Mark IV. Not sure what the, what's the range on that Cutter Mark IV anyways? The range on this Explorer is 79.2. The range on the Cutter is 49.5. Well, it's not exactly amazing, but I'm not sure what is the range on this thing here. Don't even know. Details. Actually, that thing has an equal range to our colony ship here. So it can actually travel all the way around here. So yeah, that's perfectly fine for me. I don't need to go any further than that. That will definitely work nicely, I think, actually. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Earth is still producing several new factories here. Got 2 turns on that new mega factory. Oh yeah. That Seoul shipyard is doing very good. Yeah, I'm wondering if I was to say colonize this planet right here and then build a shipyard right here, I believe that shipyard would be able to take advantage of the production at Earth and even here at Gertner, which that is a class 17 Paradise, so it should be able to pump out a lot of production, at least when that time comes anyways. Have an idle ship. Alright. Okay, he can indeed support both the Durantium and the Ascension crystals there, so let's go ahead and construct our starbase. And we're going to send him right there. Or at least on the next turn when he's able to. Come along now. Alright. I think we want the Xenoarchaeology Lab. Let's go ahead and do that so now we can study the Ascension Crystal. And with this guy here, we're going to build the mining ring. Have one more turn on our new cutter. Breath of fresh air. Plus 25% to the range of all ships in the fleet. That's good. And we have our new cutter. The thing is 12-12 with the beam attack and its deflectors. So let's go ahead and order it to explore. And again, it can explore anywhere within this white dotted line, which is definitely far enough for, what we need it to do. We definitely don't need any more than that at the moment. So we're building yet another of those cutters as well. And we have 4 turns left on research coordination. Okay, solar power plant. I still haven't actually researched what is it? Soil restoration or whatever it's called. Tell you what, let's go ahead and what is that? Use shipyards to manufacture ships? What? That increases our gross income, increases our research. Well, I guess dedicate all your manufacturing facilities to the cause of a particularly important research project. I guess for now that's what we'll do. +1 total research. That seems kind of ridiculous. I think it should be vastly more than that. Unless it's about to change a lot, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. 35.7. Yeah, I don't know why that's such a pathetic increase. Got 2 turns left on this research coordination there. Upgrade a starbase. Alright, we want the mining ring now. So now we can mine this Durantium as well. And we will have our new cutter on this next turn. Let's go ahead and throw another cutter on there as well. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer the Cutter Mark IV. Hopefully we will... Boo! On a foreign colony, a group of explorers activates a strange and ancient alien artifact, which turned out to be a powerful transmitter. Sentient beings throughout the galaxy soon began reporting both headaches and a strange feeling of discontentment. Apparently, a superweapon intended to make the populace unhappy with its leaders was accidentally fired and has led to riots throughout known space. A minus 20% approval. Global effect is minus 20% approval for all races. Well, that's not good. However, I think we generally have quite good approval for all of our planets, so it shouldn't affect us that much. Let's go ahead and order this new cutter to explore. After that, let's go ahead and build 2 more constructors. Have we located any additional new planets? Have a nice frozen world there. Other than that, no, we haven't. It doesn't appear. A research coordination. Coordinating research has only gotten more challenging as our civilization has grown. A research coordination center should help ease that challenge, minimizing any duplication of effort and improving the productivity of neighboring research facilities. Okay. Kinda think I want this orbital replicator there. Although soil enrichment would help us to further improve Earth there. It would also lead to environment optimization. Let's go ahead and do that. Colonize the planet. Slavena 5. A super shark. The waters of this planet are patrolled by monstrously large... Excuse me while my stupid phone rings. By a monstrously large creature filled with teeth and ill will. It seems to have taken a particular interest in our colony, and has already killed many of your colonists with its aforementioned teeth and ill will. Your scientists have come up with a way of destroying the beast. It's a really big gun, but aren't sure what effect removing an alpha predator will have on the ecosystem and or the impact to our kelp farms. What are your orders? We can't be reckless here. Tell the scientists to study the creature further until they can come up with some kind of passive defense. Until then, keep everyone inside. Well, that would give us minus 20% to approval. But it would improve our research. Or we could say if the beast is threatening our people, we can't let it exist. Destroy the creature and get on with our lives. If it messes up the local ecosystem, we'll just have to deal with it. Or the last option is there any way to harness the power of this animal? Tell the scientists to invent a cage. Then use that cage to trap the beast and let it loose on anyone that tries to attack us. Would give a plus 20 to planetary defense. A minus 10 to food production. Well, let's I guess, continue to stick with our benevolent approach. Our people aren't going to be happy for once. But, yeah. So be it. Let's go ahead and do a basic factory. I guess a Xeno farm. And a research laboratory. What does a coordination center do? It gives +2 research to adjacent improvements. Alright, we'll do the research and a research laboratory. So that's going to be just a little small research planet, I guess, as we stand there and research this shark that's killing people. Alright, I think this is going to be a good spot to go ahead and end this video here as well. So, as always, if you enjoy our videos, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.